Good morning, everyone. Wait, I said that wrong. It's a great morning. Okay, friends, we've got a lot of work to do. I just watched all of your fears, goals, solutions, distractions videos. We've got a lot of work to do, but I'm excited because you're in the right place. All of the anxiety, all of the depression, all of the insecurities, we are going to tackle and overcome them in this course. Now, let me do a couple of housekeeping things here. The first off is there were probably 12 zeros on the first assignment, and that gives me a lot of concern and pause. Zeros because people didn't even attempt them, didn't even do them. I don't know if you know what you've signed up for, but this is the most interactive, engaging, most dynamic speech course that you could have taken. This is not, and I say this with love, this is not a fast food, drive-through, have it your way course. If you were thinking that you can hide, this is not that course. My goal is to push you towards your greatness. But when we start the semester with zeros, that is very alarming. There's no turn it in after the fact, right? You didn't even attempt it. Be very careful of this. The second thing is a lot of you submitted Google Docs. I cannot open Google Docs. You know that I cannot open them because it requires me to have a password or you to have my email. It's just, you know that I could not open them. Do not ever send me a Google Doc as an assignment. From here on out, I'm gonna just give it a 0, okay? I'm allowing you grace. Because for some of you all, this is your first online semester, or this is your first time I'm giving you grace. For those of y'all that I sent messages to that have the Google Docs, just resubmit it. It needs to be a video, okay? Let's go with fears. There has to be a way to overcome some of these things. And some of these things started from years prior. Some of you were very open and I applaud you. Some of it is from experiences of someone hurting you, someone laughing at you, something didn't go right, you were afraid, it's just the war that goes on in your head. This is gonna be the course that helps you challenge those things and overcome those things. I tell people, I say, if I were to give Billy $1 and I were to give Janine 4 quarters and I were to give Jose 100 pennies and I were to give DeMarcus 10 dimes, who has the most money? And if you do the math, they all have the same amount of money, right? We all have our things we're going through, right? Sometimes people will try to convince you that their dollar costs more than your dollar. It's worth more than their dollar. And I'm here to tell you that we all have our things we're going through, which means if other people can give their best, you have to give your best. If other people have their anxiety and their things, but they're still showing up to class, they're still doing the assignments, they're still giving it their best, that means you have to as well too. I have my things, we all have our things that we're going through. Distractions, solutions, goals. We're gonna talk about it. Like I said earlier, if you don't have a goal, I'm just pushing you and you'll hate this class, and I do not want that. I want this to be your most rewarding class, and dare I say, it will be, okay? Now, let's talk about brand. Let's talk about brand for a second. What's your brand? Have you thought about that before? Brand, what does he mean, brand? What's your brand? Think back to the class clown in your school, all right? When the teacher calls in a class clown, what do you usually do? You start laughing because the class clown has a history, a repeated pattern of being ridiculous. What's your brand? When people call on you, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to expect? Okay? I want you to think about that for a second. When we call your name, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to say, wow, she's really prepared. She's always humorous. He's always entertaining. He's always focused. She's always motivational. Or do you want us to say, he's never got it together. He's never on topic. He's always nervous. He never tries. He never completes. He's never on topic, right? What do you want us to say? We're already saying that when you keep doing that thing. Anybody can teach you to speak, but I want you to have your own brand, an expectation. I'll prove it to you again. I used to be a manager at Coach for a long time. And when I was working in Los Angeles, all of the storefronts had their name, all the brands had their name on their storefront. This when you're going down Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. You'd see Versace on the storefront. You'd see Louis Vuitton, you'd see Tom Ford, you'd see Michael Kors. But one store at the time did not have their name, and that was Prada. When you walked past Prada, there was nothing. And I walked in and I asked the manager, I said, why don't you have your name on your storefront? And she took her glasses off kindly and she said, when people pass by our store, they know who we are. Oh, she was oozing with confidence when she said that. You've never seen a Ferrari commercial on television. Why is that? Ferrari says the people that can buy our cars aren't sitting down watching television. Oof. Okay, but let's prove it again. What about Chick-fil-A and Burger King? There's a difference. Y'all, there is a difference. And there's no shade, but there's a difference. When you go to Chick-fil-A, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. Blessings, blessings to you and your family. My pleasure. And when you go to Burger King, what do they say? All right, bro, that's it. Like, it's just a difference. Brand. What's your brand? What do you want the expectation to be when you begin speaking? Here comes your first assignment. I want you to, you're going to answer a few questions, but what is your brand? What do you want people to say about you? How did you get there? What did you want? How are you going to actually make this happen? You're going to answer this in a video. We got to do more speaking, friends. These are low stakes. I'm not even taking off on the insurmountable amount of verbal fillers I heard. We're going to talk about those verbal fillers. The good thing about this class, I'm going to help you remove you know, so, and like. The bad thing about this class is you're going to start to notice everyone else's you know, so's, and likes. And I apologize, but that's just the nature of the beast, okay? How can I help you? The first assignment is a video, okay? And it is you talking about what you want your brand to be. I'll give you about 3 questions, and I want you to respond in a video, okay? The second assignment also deals with brand. I'm going to send you a SoundCloud link, and there's about 25 speeches. You only need to listen to 5, okay? And you're trying to find the speaker's brand, okay? What do you notice about the style, right? That's also going to be a video. These are 2 separate videos. I don't want them on the same video. 2 separate videos, okay? Usually I have you write these in the face-to-face class, but I can tell with this class, we need to do more videos. We need to do more speaking. So these are 2 different videos. I want you to do 2 different videos, okay? One is about what is your personal brand. I'll ask you the questions in there and then you respond in a video. The second, I'm gonna send you a link. You're going to listen to 5 of the 25 speeches, any 5 you want. You can listen to more, obviously. And then you're going to give a video answering the questions that are in the assignment. Both of these will be on Canvas here in a second. Y'all, this is gonna be a great course. Even now you can see I'm getting excited. But you have to let the process happen. Sick people go to the hospital to get better. You are in this class because you want to get better. That's it. You have to want to get better. So I'm saying this with love. This is going to be a great course, but it requires you, it requires us, it requires all of us doing this thing together. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.